Welcome back to another video on the Ducati. In today's video, we're taking out the engine from the frame and disconnecting the swing arm. Right, so the intakes for the carbs are off. Next step is to get the exhaust off, which might prove difficult. We're gonna heat the bolts and see. The exhaust for this bike hasn't been off in a long time, and the bolts looked like they were either ready to strip or seized. So my best bet was to heat them up with propane torch and then just slowly work at them. So with a bit of heat, shock therapy and patience, both of the bolts were able to come out. Next up was the clamp at the rear of the exhaust. This was completely rusted away. And my best bet was to hammer on the socket so hard that I knew it wouldn't give up whenever I was undoing the clamp. Then with some heat and persistence, the bolt luckily came off. So, bit of heat, WD, hammer, and the seized bolt is out. So with the front cylinder taken care of, I could now shift my attention to the other cylinder to take off the exhaust pipe. Right, so the exhaust is off. Surprisingly, that went actually fairly easy. Heat makes all the difference, so definitely a good investment with the propane torch. I think next would be the engine to come out, I guess. I don't think there's anything else in the way, so let's see. Well, look at that. Turns out that you don't need to remove the shock and everything. Just literally slip through here for this little breather box, so. So with the exhaust off, my plan of attack was simple: to have a tire under the engine and put some planks of wood so that I could lay the frame with the engine on top of this and then take the frame off the engine. I was able to lay the engine on top of the wood and then use a paddock stand in order to support it from falling over. Right, well that was a shit show and a half. The whole bike fell because of the headstock stand. Didn't think of it, thank God I didn't go with the rear first, because then the whole thing would have just collapsed on itself. Managed to get it somewhat stable, so damn, what a workout. But yeah, the shock, I'm gonna undo the shock now from the from the swing arm at the bottom, and then there's a nut and a bolt with these two, and then that should be the frame off the engine and just the swing arm left on it and the chain. So see if we can get that done. So from here everything was fairly straightforward. I had to undo one bolt that was holding the shock to the rear swing arm. And then it was a matter of taking out two bolts that were holding the actual frame to the engine. And just like that, with a bit of luck, perseverance and time, I was able to take the frame off the engine and then focus on the swing arm. So, a bit of a struggle, got there in the end. Yeah, manageable to do with one person. Just a bit of a fight, but got there in the end. So, that's the engine, chilling on its own. The frame is off. The swing arm still needs to come off. I think there's like a retaining clip or something like that, but we'll get there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, happy days, gonna tidy up and put some stuff into bags and see if we can get the swing arm off. So the swing arm was a matter of two bolts and a C-clip in order to take the pin out and take the swing arm off. So everything went according to plan. Smoother than I thought. Little hiccups here and there, but we got there in the end. So chain is left, and then take apart the swing arm, take off anything from the engine that needs to be painted, and yeah, it's gonna be it. So we are now at a major step of the restoration. Next is to get the swing arm and frame powder coated. The engine needs to go off to get the belts changed and the valve clearances checked, and then that can be painted. And once everything comes back, then reassembly can happen. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you at the next one. Peace.